Okay, Twitch is live. Alright, YouTube. Alright, well, today. I'm starting to get aggravated with this. This is the second day in a row where YouTube is just like, no, just dropping the stream for no reason. Anyways, I completely missed what you said about your system now.
Jumping to next system.
Searching for Earth-like worlds using expansion, found one orbiting a yellow giant that was within 15 light years from an inhabited system. Nice. It's going to make for a cool colony. This is still lower than YouTube's recommended bitrate. They want a bitrate so high that Twitch won't accept it. On YouTube.
Vectors. Interstellar velocity at maximum. Exit destination confirmed. Arrival in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's part of the problem right there, I think. Is the minimum that YouTube wants, or the recommended bitrate that YouTube wants for me to broadcast at, is over double the highest that Twitch will take. And if you send Twitch a bitrate that high, it just doesn't create a stream.
Leaving system. Spaceship now engaged. No anomalies detected.
I'm going to test something on Friday. Then we're going to see how it works. Very specific properties that don't seem to be procedural. Do tell, because there's every possibility it was handcrafted, but I've also seen Stellar Forge do weird shit before.
Course adjustment. Hyperspace velocity reached. Confirming exit point telemetry. Standby.
Acromo, good evening.
Maximum velocity engaged.
Oh, interesting. Well, today. That may well be something they handcrafted then. Alright. So we're headed out towards the Distant World's launch point. It's why you're seeing me out in Witchhead again. Gas giant is an exoplanet called Sesam.
Jumping to next system.
HD 100-655B. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, that's kind of sounds like the kind of thing they would do. Stellar Forge gets a little weird with orbits sometimes. We're just kind of going to be kicking around for a couple days. Well, there's no stream tomorrow, but Friday and Saturday.
Leaving system.
Waiting on DW3 to launch. I've got to get a hold of, or do some research and figure out what mass jump we could potentially be part of. Signal sources there. Not quite like that system we were in yesterday with all the conflict zones. That was insane.
Vectors.
HR 4459. Okay. Let me have a look at that real quick. That's what I thought. I'm already over 1,000 light years from you. Might be something to do this weekend. What's out in the Witchhead Nebula? Not much. Ackerman, which community event? Distant Worlds?
Adjusting for jump. Maximum velocity engaged.
Well, various people have things going on. Like, I mean, just looking at the DW3 website, I mean, like, like, they're doing some close quarter CQC stuff, and there's the Meta Elite project going on. I'm sure there's a buckyball race going somewhere. Plus some in-game community goals, so I just always like to check. Distant Worlds is just a giant group of players that's going on an expedition. The organizers will have kind of plotted out an beginning and end course and some interesting things maybe along the way.
Course adjustments.
And we're just going to go and see what there is to see. I took a lot of really random side trips when we did Distant Worlds 2 and saw some very interesting things. 280,000 light seconds. That's a hop right there. Is that a star? What's that far out? Yeah. That's this star. So they will have some stuff planned along the way, which is kind of why I'm looking at the metal lens thing that they're developing, because that's where some of that stuff's going to be. Miguel Baldi, what's up? 07. How's our audio today? Is Miguel Baldi, what's... Yeah, so the Scarlet's still playing nice. New cable should be here soon. That should fix that problem. But if I get that crackle on my mic, I'll just let me know. All it takes is a plug and unplug. But, and I'm hoping that that cable is bad and that's the actual problem.
Vectors.
Ackerman, you said you haven't left the starting area yet, right? Because if that's the case, I probably wouldn't recommend going on Distant Worlds. I can do it this evening. I wouldn't recommend going on Distant Worlds 3 then.
Jumping to next system. Maximum velocity engaged.
So we'll see what we get when we get out here. I'll change my capture up for the day so that y'all can see everything I see instead of just the game like normal. So I'll pull the metal lens thing over in a minute so we can all take a look at it. Plans to go with DBX. DBX, yeah. Good ship.
Jumping to next system.
Like, DBX, I wish I had one, because when I first started playing, if you were going to do exploration, you did a Cobra, and then you went to the ASP Explorer. The DBX wasn't a thing. So, I've never flown a DBX super seriously for exploration, just enough to test it out and know that it's a heck of a good ship. I've just never done anything stupid like take it to Colonia and back like I did back in the day. I did that in a Cobra before the Neutron Star Highway. That was a horrible experience.
Vectors. Maximum velocity. Scanning for anomalies. No.
This is what I'm looking at. So we'll close this one down because we're done with it. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Alright, so what we're looking at here, guys, is a program called Meta Elite. It has been developed in the run-up to Distant Worlds 3. It's in beta right now, and I think this is their first big test. What this is it allows players to create their own missions and interface them with the game. You'll notice that if you look at my game in the background, you can see the objectives have been overlaid onto my game by the MetaLens app. So this has some interesting potential for DW3, but also to let us add our own stories and stuff, but unfortunately no in-game rewards. But you know, I think the idea is very, very cool. Hey, Mystic. So it's got potential, and it's running, just so you guys are aware, it's currently also running alongside ED Copilot and Voice Attack, and I've not had any issues with it. So it should be good to go. Caveated, I'm not the developer, and this is their own speculation. It should be good to go with anything that reads the log, because the log is read-only. If you want to check it out, I will throw the link in, and those of you that are up on your Elite lore, please try not to laugh too much at this link. But you'll notice that a lot of the missions that are in here are related to DW3, and I've not done all of them, but it's very interesting. So now we are in this system right now, NGC 1981, so Orion Colony Initiative. There's a DW3 Strategic Comms Hub. I'm going to go ahead and test something out to make sure all my controls are functional. There's no need to actually FSS this system. But before we get going on an expedition, I need to know if stuff's working so I don't have to rebind in the middle of a stream. So we're going to scan the system manually. And yes, that's Xbox controller for this. Just like I use an Xbox controller to drive my SRV. It just works better in my opinion. Let's get the asteroid belts out of the way. And I stopped too close to the star, so... Oh, high-grade emissions. Hold on. I will always head straight to high-grade emissions, even when I'm in the midst of something like this. And I have a feeling that this HGE is going to be what I was looking for yesterday that it didn't want to give me, but these are the materials that it's good to harvest and good to have, y'all. So even though I have no particular need of them right now, did I drop too early? Looking at the stream. So high-grade emission signals are sources of... they're a type of unidentified signal source. And they are a place where you can find some really high-end crafting materials for engineering. So you can see how close we are to the nebula there. It'll just slow us way, way down. So I can show you guys an example here in a minute of exactly what this might what you might need one of these for. I mean, I am down for all the questions y'all want to ask and answer over the next couple days, because I don't have a whole lot to do but just cool my heels until we jump out for Distant Worlds 3. So, I'm always happy to teach, but I am more than happy to teach today.
There could be some very valuable salvage here.
There is some very valuable salvage here. Alright, pro tip for you guys. If you have a collector limpet, like with only 1 or 2 capacity, and you've not got a lot of limpets, don't target anything. Just fly to where the stuff is and pop out your collector limpet. If you have it target something, then odds are it will self-destruct when it gets back. If you just let it go out and fly and fly and fly with no targets, it'll just keep grabbing stuff. Alright, so I'm gonna say, let's go with a beam laser. Overcharged. And let's go with thermal conduit. Let's get this out of here. Hatter A2110. I've made that mistake more times than I dare to admit. I've made that mistake tons of times. I'm about to pull a window in that's from Inara. It's a crafting list. This would be if we were going to make a beam laser overcharged with a thermal conduit effect. So you can see here all the stuff that goes into this. So all the materials, have different grades. What we're harvesting right now is like a grade 4, grade 3 or 4. HGEs, the high... where we are right now. These type of HGEs can spawn the type 5 materials. So a good example of that would be... let's see. Let's look at an FSD. Let's go with a long range. Shift drive, increased range, mass manager, FSD. So some of these things we would want to get from a grade 5, like the eccentric hyperspace trajectories and all that stuff. That's why you want these HGEs, because not only do they contain these things, but once you have those high-end materials, you can trade them down in at the various traders, manufactured, encoded, or raw, for other components at a really good exchange rate. So if you ever see one of these high-grade emissions, they're really, really good to have. Which is why, even though I don't need it, I've stopped here to pick up these proto-heat radiators, and this is probably more of them than I can hold. So, this particular one, yes, these are manufactured. All right, Miguel Baldi said, I lose many limpets. Is that normal? Depends on the situation. If you're mining, yes. Also, you have to be careful if you're flying with your limpets out, because, again, limpets are stupid, and it's very easy for you to overspeed what they can keep up with and destroy them. On most ships, if you keep your cargo scoop open, it'll stop that.
Already ready.
The exception to that is the Type 11, which can cruise at a pretty normal speed with its limpets out, but its limpets are also from that insane limpet controller, so the Type 11's a law unto itself.
H** low pilot lunar.
Sounds like we have...
H** low everyone.
Yeah, I'm going to mute ED Copilot because we have actual pilots here. And ED Copilot likes to read chat, so...
Hi.
Yeah, if you just keep an eye out for high-grade emissions, you'll be happy whenever you have to do some engineering. Who said it earlier about grabbing materials when they... Yes, Miguel Baldi, picking materials at a high-res bounty hunting. When I'm bounty hunting, I like to stop every so often and just pop a few limpets out and just let them pick up all the crap that's come from the ships that have been destroyed, because it's all crafting materials. There are a ton of these things out here. Pretty heat radiators. Yeah, see, I actually have a bunch of these. This collector's got to be getting to the end of its lifetime. That was a stupid misclick. Max speed, 200 meters per second. Right, I don't know why I'm pointing at the screen. You can't see it. Right here, this max speed. Check this on your limpets, Miguel, because if you overspeed that too much, they'll just die. Polonium. Does the crashed anaconda method still work with the poloniums? Because I know of one in Aurora. I just haven't gone to it in a long time, so I don't know if it's still there. I think it does do ruthenium and tellurium. They're very specific. There's actually lists of them out there. I would say the best way to harvest polonium is honestly to look up some of the known sites and go there. Are we about done here? Titan drives are a bitch. I don't even bother with Titan drives. So there are, at least with those, there are known sources, but yeah, I don't even. Fair enough. Although the caveat I will say with me and Titan drives also is that I'm using the pre-engineered drives that come from the final standoff with the Titan in Earth orbit in the majority of my ships. If I didn't have those, I would absolutely have to mess with farming the Titan drive components. Let's finish this scan up so I can get back into the groove of scanning planets. Even though we're in an inhabited system. Distant Ganks 3. That's a lovely ship name. You will definitely not catch me in an open play anywhere around the launch of this event. I am, yes, Hadri. I remember what happened when we were open play for one of the mass jumps at Distant Worlds 2. I'm not going through that mess again. Good God, at the fleet carriers. We had private groups then, just some of us thought we would be cheeky and launch from open play.
Complying.
Which didn't work out well. Sorry, my train of thought ran off the tracks there for a second. There are so many fleet carriers in this system. Jesus. Ooh, there's a Hazres here. That might give me something to do for the next couple days. Not in this ship, of course. Those of you wondering about the end of that story, we were doing an open play mass launch for Distant Worlds 2, and we had a keep in mind all the exploration ships, we're all paper thin because we have no weapons and nobody has decent shields. And had a commander show up who, long story short, didn't like exploration gameplay and was upset that we were enjoying it, so he decided to kill as many explorers as he could. Because that particular player is a miserable-ass human being that I have run into on other occasions. Alright, y'all. We're going to drop in on one of my favorite things in Elite Dangerous. Be a good place to dock and refuel. Me? No, I'm quite a ways from the starting systems. I'm about 1,300 light years from Jerome right now. Oh, you meant the DO3? Sorry, we have a relatively new player that's been hanging around with us, so when somebody says starter systems, I go to that. Yeah, I am in the starting system right now. I'm coming up on the comms hub. Ooh. Oh, let's just go ahead and talk about the fact that they picked a really nice looking gas giant here. Those rings are nice. Is that where that Hazres is, too? No, it's a ways away. That's a shame. Well, we're going to visit pretty much all the cool DW3 stuff in this system. We're going to take a little tour, so... I'm a sucker for rings that look like this. You don't get them very often. Oh, you know, I bet you that we're going to need a bigger antenna Easter egg up there from Meta Elite is the strategic comms hub here. Disengage.
Disengage and cruise.
I absolutely love an asteroid base.
You may ask Verity questions about any topic. Keep in mind Verity's answers will likely be one of the following. 1. Verity isn't capable of answering that particular question. 2. Verity does not know. 3. Verity doesn't see the relevance. 4. Get a life.
Okay, Verity is in a mood today, y'all. Let's avoid asking Verity any kind of questions. She's impossible when she gets like this. As long as Eden doesn't start talking about becoming human, we'll be okay. Yep, that was it. We're going to need a bigger antenna.
Landing successful. Command system shut down. Welcome, Commander.
Ah, good. They have a shipyard. Oh, God. Which one of these is the right one? Did I name that ship? Yeah, that's why I love them, is because they do look like we just barely have a foothold. Where they're there, she is. I don't. I was pretty sure I had named them. I don't. There's two of them there that I don't use. There's two of them there that I didn't really want, but that's not how my life works anymore. And I can't get them out of my hangar either. I'm bringing the Corvette out here in case I want to go bounty hunting for funsies while we wait on Distant Worlds to launch, and I'm going to load the Caspian Explorer onto a carrier to just go with us, but I probably won't use it. Because I don't consider the Explorer to be much of an exploration ship. I consider the Explorer to be a fast transport ship, because the only thing it's got going for it in terms of exploration is the ability to jump far distances off neutron stars. Everything else about it I find to not be good or any better than the other exploration ships in the game. I'm not very impressed with it, and I don't consider it an exploration ship.
All clear. Until next time, Commander.
In my opinion, no. I've never been in a situation exploring where I went, man, I wish I could get to the surface of the planet 7 seconds faster. Nope. Okay, navigating back out of here is going to be annoying. We're just going to go straight off the plane. Not the way I do Exo, because I like a decent glide where I can pick exactly where I'm going to land on Exo, because I hate mountain ranges. I just don't. Plus, if you're doing Exo, you're better off not taking a large ship like that, because that thing is a pain in the ass to land. If they had called that thing like the Caspian Fast Transport or something, I'd be all about the ship. But calling it an Explorer, I don't know. Not a fan. I'm going to kick us away from the planet and then circle around. Because that asteroid belt, or that ring, is a little hard to see from the angle we were at. Don't get me wrong. I think the Caspian Explorer's got some good things going for it. I went to Colonia and back in one stream with it a few weeks ago. It is small for its size, but it's not as small as a DBX or a Mandalay or an Asp. Heard the record's under 45 minutes to get to Colonia. Yeah, I could believe it. With ED Copilot and the Neutron Star Highway, absolutely, because at that point, all you have to do is scoop and jump and scoop and jump. I mean, we made it out there in a little over an hour and 10 minutes. Spent 3 hours just to get 5K light years away. It really depends on your ship build at that point, because
Initializing orbital rendezvous procedures.
I mean, we did 1,300 light years in the first 20 minutes of this stream in this ship today.
Entry guidance computations complete.
All right.
Intelligent thrusters engaged.
Distant Worlds 3 headquarters. They had to have taken over this system a long time ago to get all this built. Request landing.
Request sent.
Access granted. Set down on landing pad 2-2.
Prepare for landing.
Diverting power to requested systems.
The more light years you tack onto your jump range, the more you'll feel it in long distance travel. Because it just starts to build and build and build.
Contact. Dispatching ground crew. Hope we can be of service, Commander.
I haven't gotten out at one of these type of facilities in a long time. Hard for me to explore long distances in short amounts of time when it's anything on journey. If I'm just traveling, then I'll just travel. But yeah, if I'm exploring, I'll knock the jump range down to, or I'll knock the route plotting down to fuel efficient, and I'll take those 1.5 light year hops through every system. I think that, harkening back to our conversation earlier, I think that's the thing that turned me off the most about the Caspian. Is, to me, exploration is not about having a stupid long jump range, because when you get out into black where you want to start scanning systems, you don't want to jump far. You want short distances. Like, I'm kind of with everybody else. I really wish they had given us like a surface, like an Exo-biology focused, like ship launch fighter we could send down from the thing. Where is Pioneer? Are they not on this station? That's Vista. That's Astra. There's Pioneer. Ooh, I need to... music. Starport music. Oh, when did they add that?
I've got the best stock in the system. You know where to find me.
I don't remember that being in there before. Well, now that I know it's in there.
If you've got the time to lend a hand, I'll pay you for it.
Good, because I got sick of getting copyright warnings for the bar music.
The system's in peacetime, soldier. Understood. A soldier's gotta eat. Anything else? I'm sure one of the factions will take...
Nah, I'm good, brother. We'll get out of here. What else fun is there in this system? Oh, yeah, livery. I was going to look at the livery on the Mandalay. We need to make sure that all our cosmetics are good to go. I'm going to turn off that. Let me opt out of this other mission. There we go. All right. First off, the SRV. No, you saw it right. I am. Oh, that's right. Meg's picked this, so that's good. Not a lot of difference in those. That Midnight Black is sexy, but that I want something that'll also show up well in screenshots for Distant Worlds. That muted slate's really nice. Heavily leaning towards that muted slate. Yeah, ever since Power Play came out, that's who I've always been pledged to. Ooh, do I like that better than the other Seeker? I don't think. I think I like the muted slate better. mean, that doesn't matter really, since you never hear my Kovas anyways. My question is, do I want to keep... I don't think I'm going to want those blue... squadron decals on this thing. These are always good. Not a lot of people have these. They're always fun to put on. That one's also fun. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Torval's power play decal looks good, not gonna lie. So does the Prospector Owners Club one. I'm tempted to put the ZP on here. I think we may just go with the good old elite, though, for this expedition. Yeah, that's better. Since we honked all the systems on the way out here. Just get me a little rep with the people out here. Yeah, see? All right. Man, that Hazres sounds tempting, but not right now. I wonder if Shaken Not Stirred is to go to the bartender. We're going to take a look at that real quick. Also gains the spare change for high done out of the CFC. I mean, at least to their credits, you do get arcs instead of very slow rate. I wish they would up that. Make it a little more, a little fairer to players that don't want to spend a bunch of money. Wait, I already talked to this bartender, didn't I?
Hey, I need someone for a transport job. Are you free?
No, I'm not free for a transport job. No, we didn't talk to the bartender. Hey, bud.
So, how may I be of service today?
Suit yourself. Makes no odds to me.
Okay, wasn't him. Shaken Not Stirred is clearly a bartender reference. More to no show. I'd like to get your upgrade system. Oh, upgrading a PC? Exactly, Harry. Yeah, I like the elite decals. I think that she's ready to go. There's nothing else I can think of that I particularly want to do to this ship, so... Just gonna go explore and see what's in this system, since we've got all these.
Detach confirmed. Clear for ascent.
Landing gear,
Landing gear up.
full impulse.
Maximum impulse engaged.
Alright.
You are now beyond the port perimeter. Flight control out.
Orion colony issues set up. Misclick. Only stable method you found so far is doing 4 to 5 hours of Panther hauling at exorbitant profit percent. Well, that would be the name of the game with the current community goal. The goal is insane. Anybody remember what the transfer time on those ships was? I know I can look, but I'm a little busy right now. There's 3+ hours, wasn't it? Boxbot mainframe. Let's see what that is. Happy for the currencies you can spend 800 mil. Whew. If you don't have a lot of money, yeah, that CG is a lifesaver for you. For Ashnard, mine's probably similar then since I'm transferring from Lave. Oh, we didn't check out Beagle's Rest. Chiefs, just go ahead. What's the current CG? Let me pull it for you. So, it is out of Alrai, and it is bringing Bromelite power generators or thermal cooling units to the Surveyor's Reach megaship. And the commodities are paying 10 times, so it's a lot. However, let's look at Inara real quick, because that's always the rub. It was, top 75% right now is 4,900 tons of cargo. Oh, hell no, I'm not going to be around for this. Afterburners.
Afterburners, maxing engines.
This ship is not built for this. Multi-crew or a wing probably would count for that, yeah. $4,900 is not that bad, except you'd really have to work at it right now. That's kind of why I had that reaction. There's a place called Beagle Bar. That's their shaken, not stirred reference. Your Mandalay only has a 4D. Same. I've got a 4D enhanced low power strip down on this thing. That's exactly why I have it, is a little bit of padding if I go splat. I swapped out the quote big shield generator for a 6A fuel scoop. Let's get moving. Saved you from hull damage. That is why I have repair limpets on this ship as well. I'm actually quite happy with this thing. I've got AMFU and repair limpets on it, and we're still rocking the 75 light year jump range without limpets in it, 72 with limpets. So it'll get me where I'm going without any problems, and I'll be very comfortable with my thrusters. But I also engineered some things on this ship that I normally wouldn't bother with engineering to. Like, I've never bothered to fully lightweight a heatsink or a collector limpet controller before. It's just never been on my radar. Cankerous Maiden. Our fellow commanders have some weird ship names for their fleet carriers. Of course, I can't say mine's not any weirder. Limpets don't have it. Notice that I said collector limpets. I didn't do anything to my repair
Initialize
limpets.
orbital rendezvous procedures.
We are too fast.
Entry guidance computations complete. Vectors for descent.
And I didn't do anything to my repair limpet controller because of that. But we're miscellaneous lightweight grade 5 on the collector. So mass on this thing is now 0.08 tons, which will be the same as the mass on my heatsink. Night vision.
Affirmative, Commander. Hull integrity is within limits. All other systems are now at normal levels.
Yeah, no weapon zone entered. Landing gear.
Lowering landing gear.
Night vision.
All right then.
Oh, this is a tourist outpost. There it is. Here, I placed that one limpet I accidentally fired. This is what I think is cool about that, about the Meta Elite, is it's running up an update over here on the mission that I'm doing. It's just giving me the Beagle Bar cocktail menu. So it's really a neat program. You can see the same info right here. It's a little easier to read. Let's see here. Sleep when you're dead, soldier. Good tilder with an F co-inventor. Let's go with Joliet Curie Horizons for that other one. I think this program has some really interesting implications, potential. Full impulse.
Going to maximum.
Clear gravity well. I still flinch a little bit whenever I jump or activate SCO that close to a planet. I guess it's mild PTSD. Well, the nebula is real nice looking back there. Like, maybe one of these days I'll get over that, but I still, especially if it's a hyperspace jump, I still reflexively am like, oh god. They certainly picked a nice system here. I'm liking the gas giants. Disengage.
Supercruise drive disengaging.
Okay. Let's get down here. Lights. Oop, let's avoid bumping that. Well, I'm guessing this was not what we were looking for that next little Easter egg then. Because I'm not seeing anything pop up. Afterburners.
Afterburners. Maxing engines.
Let's see what else is over here. Have a good look around this system. You're okay, dog. I promise. Alright, let's kick away from this planet. Super gravity wells. They really did pick themselves a cool system to base out of. makes me miss my two systems. Okay. I'm afraid that whatever this is sat by might be in the dark, so yeah. Well, now, if this were real life, these two planets would be tearing each other apart.
Initializing orbital rendezvous procedures.
Dump a little bit more velocity before we swing this back around.
Re-entry procedures initiated.
Where is this? Night vision.
Changing flight mode.
Oh. I bet this is impressive as hell during the daytime.
Zorgon Peterson, Delta India Golf. This is the Imperial Flight Operations Bureau. Welcome to our territory. Please approach the port within safe speed limits and follow correct docking procedures. Thank you.
Request landing.
Contacting docking control.
Docking request approved. Set course for landing pad 08.
Landing gear.
The landing gear is down and locked.
Night vision.
Right away, Commander.
Landing complete. Alight when ready. Have a pleasant visit, Commander.
All right. Nothing at this one. Just gonna visit all the points of interest just to see. We don't have anything else to do until Sunday. Landing gear.
Trains retracted. You are clear for departure.
Retracting docking modules.
I need to look up a command real quick. So, protocol override, customize my settings.
Customizer opened.
You are now clear of the port. Fly safely, Commander.
That's limpet control. Let's see, I'm miscellaneous now. Invoke questions. Ah.
Closing customizer.
Let's see if this works. Clear the area and jump.
Settings saved.
Preparing for jump.
Okay. I am ready for this. Also, as a reminder, guys, there is no stream tomorrow. I actually have something else going on, which you guys can look forward to on the YouTube channel. Depending on how quickly I can get it edited, it'll either be up tomorrow night or Friday, possibly Saturday. If it turns out to be more of a pain than I think, but it really shouldn't. All right. Even more fleet carriers. They're literally everywhere.
Initializing orbital rendezvous procedures.
All right, what's on down here?
Entry guidance computations complete. Intelligent thrusters initiating. Done.
Looks like it's right down in the canyon. That's kind of cool. Oh, look at this place. Interesting spot. Very interesting spot. This is kind of cool. Whoop. Almost overflew. Landing gear.
Deploying landing modules.
I signed up for W3, registered my commander and ships. Do you know if I have to sign up with a specific carrier or just hop on one and go? You should be able to just hop on one and go from what I know. I'll be actually flying along in one of my ships. Sleep when you're dead, soldier. Okay. I can, yeah, you should be able to just hop on and go. Yeah, I'm looking forward to DW3 a lot. I gotta pick a carrier to load my Caspian on. Alright, so next up is Good Tilled Earth. Alright. So I was just looking at a couple questions they had in FleetCom. FleetCom is going to be a handy-dandy resource. Alright. So let's look at the points of interest we haven't been to. Launch.
Ignition.
Powering shields.
That was a
All
definite
systems
misclick on its part.
One moment, please. Stand by for launch.
Landing gear.
Retracting landing modules.
Clear the area and jump.
Boosting now. All power to engines. Preparing for jump.
That works a treat. I like that.
There's this really wild thing I'm certain you're going to try out. Let me see.
Oh, here goes Eden.
Have you ever heard of the Great Wall of China? Okay, so I'd like to take a Harley-Davidson motorcycle there, clear the place of all visitors, and then ride the entire length of it. What about that?
Right, so far, Verity's being pissy today, and Eden's in a weird mood. So, that really just leaves Callisto. So we just, better hope Callisto doesn't decide to get bitchy. Of course, Verity deciding she's not going to answer any questions is normal. Like, I'd be shocked if Verity did answer questions. Is Eve active right now? No, it's Ripley. I haven't heard Ripley say a darn thing all day, though. She must not be assigned to a station we're using very much. That may be an incentive that I put up for y'all to use your channel points on Twitch. Is who gets to be in what station, or maybe just use one of them for everything. Look at this place. This looks like one of the stations from Outer Worlds too. Another comms installation. About 7, Commander Golden Samurai. Welcome. Oh, yeah, because we're going to be able to super cruise to that. Clear the area and jump.
Preparing for jump.
Let's juke around the sun here and check out Garrett Reach here. They're throwing me for a loop with this good tilde Earth one. Yeah, we're just going to cruise it on in. I see no need to alter the throttle right now if we're only 2 light seconds out, so. Thank God for throttle presets. I wish OBS would show y'all's YouTube icons. Some of y'all got some fun icons. But nope, it just shows a YouTube button next to you. Now, I'm assuming that this one will be not one of the Easter eggs, but as long as we're here, I figured we'd check it. Structure detected. Use the data link scanner to blah blah. Comms installation. What kind of targets do we have here? Oh, Lord. A hackable comms array? You don't say. What do we got? I haven't done this in ages. Like literal ages. Where is the third one of these? That's the one we just scanned. Yeah. God, there's a lot of garbage on the radar right now. Ooh, that's bright. That should be everything from here. All those power nodes. That is not a good idea to mess with. I mean, you can, of course, if you're a crazy person, but... We've done Beagle Bar, we've done that one, we've done that one. We've done that one. We haven't been to Frontier Justice. Just want to look at the POIs real quick. Yeah, we're running out of stuff to visit. So these last couple have got to be in here somewhere. Another gas giant. I'm glad y'all can't hear ED Copilot right now. It's been making stupid puns for the last hour or so. It just said, do you think aliens have a version of the X-Files where they investigate sightings of human beings? To which my response to that would be... Is that actually working right now? The X-Files will investigate sightings of human beings. To which my response to that would be... Yes, you're hearing an echo.
Orbital rendezvous procedures initiated.
Interesting craters over there.
Entry guidance computations complete. Changing flight mode.
Very shiny planet surface there. Oh, this had to be annoying to set up. Thinking about the tools they give you for placing ground settlements. Like, getting this just right had to be annoying as hell. Landing gear.
Deploying gear.
Nothing? Okay. I figured maybe we would have gotten something for getting out on a planet, but nope. Yeah, we're about out of places to... points of interest in this system that they've put up for us to explore. clear the area and jump.
Afterburners. Preparing the FTL drive.
Yeah, Ripley hadn't said a word all day. I wonder if she's not properly configured on the station. Hey, 3.14 light seconds. There's a math nerd joke in there somewhere. Just not one that I'm going to make. Von Richthofen. That is not spelled the same way, but I bet you that's a callback or reference.
Initializing orbital rendezvous procedures. Re-entry procedures initiated. Changing flight mode.
Night vision.
Okay, Commander.
Prepare for landing.
Roger that.
Interesting settlement. Ah, this was a that name is familiar. Oh, the player passed away late last year. Ah, rip. Rest in peace, Commander. Okay. That just leaves good tilled earth. Which is a Hobbit reference. Power to engines.
Sure.
Full impulse.
I'm engaging engines at 100%.
Clear the area and jump.
Afterburners engaged. Distancing. Stand by.
Night vision.
Preparing for jump.
Acknowledged.
Did not let off that quick enough. This little Easter egg hunt has actually been very fun, and it makes me really want to see the potential of this this tool. For those that are just joining us or weren't here when I explained it, I'm currently testing out Meta Elite, which is those teal blue mission objectives you see up top. They're community made and injected into the game by this piece of software right here. And that would be the dog. Chester man, be calm. Oh, you saw the UPS guy, huh, little buddy? I feel like we got unlucky with some of the planet-side sites that we went to see today because so many of them are
Orbital rendezvous procedures.
on the night side of their respective planets right now. Boy, the lighting just had a little bit of a weird time there, didn't it?
Entry guidance computations complete. Vectors for descent. Intelligent thrusters engaged.
Night vision.
That's affirmative, Commander.
Not a great glide. I have a feeling I'm going to do that a lot on this expedition with those limpets. Another one on top of a hill. Found all the Easter eggs. Alright, that will clear that from my HUD. I really like this tool. It has some very, very big potential. What info we get on the ships? Well, I guess it is back to DW3 Exploration Headquarters. Or Comps Hub, rather. Landing gear.
Landing gear raised.
Full impulse.
Full impulse engaging.
Clear the area and jump.
Boosting engines. Preparing the FTL drive.
40, 53. So 5 more loads for the CG. Nice. And then you start the meta stuff and docking the carrier. Nice. That I can't dock to. Oh, night vision's on. Can't dock to a carrier yet because the ship I'm going to put on the carrier ain't here, but that's next on my priority list. Night vision.
Acknowledge, Commander.
Let's get off the orbital plane so I can come in from above and maybe... Yeah, I can see the rings from up here. Good. Yeah, I am ready to go. Been having fun with Meta Elite this afternoon. But I'm ready for the expedition. I'm curious about these rings. Huh, that's just one ring. Okay. No hotspots. Fox Dan, just go back and Elite Dangerous last week. Play VR. I love Elite in VR. It's just a pain in the ass to stream. Then let's play this. So, nice, yeah. I wish my girl played it, but my girl plays Animal Crossing, and that's about it. Yeah, let's see. From this angle, I can actually see the rest of the belt. We couldn't see it from underneath a while ago because of the lighting. So... I love asteroid bases. Request docking.
Docking request code sent. Stand by.
Permission authorized. Adjust heading for approach to pad 05.
Balance power.
Complying.
Landing gear.
I'm deploying the landing modules.
I always do this with this type of station. I hate that little scaffolding that they put right inside the door.
Given the chance, I would certainly take the human mind close to its full capacity.
Oh,
and
here we go with
its
Eden again.
potential. Let's face it, we all know if I were human, I'd be nothing less than a genius. I can't be sure, but I may also be able to access areas of the mind that are so far untapped. Very exciting.
Oh yeah, they got a while before they get here. I gotta remember to take that galactic paint job off of Excelsior when it gets here. I had it on because somebody on the stream wanted to see it. I wish I could get these out of my inventory. What's this shipyard here have? Anything cheeky I can buy and mess with for a few minutes? Before we do that, let me look at the outfitting. relatively bored and I've got a little while left, why don't we buy a Cobra Mark V and do dumb shit for a few minutes? They're only 2 million creds. We have too much cargo. Oh. Duh. Doo-doo. Wait, what class is this? Class 2, and then 3 class 1s. Alright. Oops, not what I meant to do. If there's one button I'm going to misclick during outfitting, it's going to be that one. Those are railguns. That makes me want to do stupid shit. It really does. And those are plasma accelerators. Those won't fit on this, though. Oh, that makes me want to do dumb shit so badly. But no, I'll blow this thing up. Cannons, frag cannons. We'll just go with multi-cannons. Did I click on the wrong hardpoint here? Oh, no, it's got 3 of these. I guess we'll do another pulse laser.
Shields offline.
We just blew our power budget. That's pretty easy to fix with just prioritizing, but core internal, you come with a class 4E power plant. Could just upgrade it to a class 4C and no more power problems. Boy, this ship comes real shittily equipped. Not bothering with that. I was gonna say, that means you come with a shitty shield generator, too. Those can go. That'll do. Oh, no point defense turns available here. We're just about to blow our power budget. No, we are blowing our power budget. That's fine, because let's see. Don't need any of that, but we can't turn them off, which is unfortunate. Eh. This is strictly because I'm just kind of bored. Because I'm actually bringing a real combat ship out here just to fool with on Friday.
Ship released. You are clear to leave.
Well, I could have changed the livery on this thing, but oh well. Deploy hardpoints.
Okay, executing now.
There it is. She still flies. That's all that matters.
Speed restrictions are now lifted. Until next time, Commander.
Still hardpoints. Ooh, this does not turn great. Not like what I'm used to. It's fine. We're just going to go hunting for a few minutes before I wrap us up. That being the case, I'm also going to shut down Meta Elite. Not really looking for a Haz-Res right now. Is this around? Oh, this tiny little gas giant out here. Cool. Kinda wish I had a point defense on this thing. Well, hopefully we won't need it too much. The low, the high, and I guess the... Nope, not the Haz-Res. It's actually probably pretty close. Yeah. So that's where all the resource extraction sites are. Nice looking planet. All right. Hellbound Discord. Very edgelordy. Gonna be wanted. Oh, chaff.
Countermeasures.
There we go. Damn, there's combat all over the place out here. No shields for you, Bo Rooster Baggins. This power distributor is not enough to run this ship, but it's all we can have out here, so...
Phenomenal.
I am not picking up an escape pod simply because it'll mean that all the other assholes out here are going to want to come mess with me. Get back here. Well, that's not very polite. We'll let the shields recharge for a minute. Don't have a fine. Not sure what's up with this guy. I may have accidentally hit him in the crossfire, but he doesn't seem to be coming after me. If he does, we should have enough time to get away. And if we die, we die. I don't really care that much. Another ASP scout. Well, didn't get a shot on him in time. That Haz-Res is going to be fun tomorrow. Hard points.
Retracting weapons.
Power to engines.
All power to engines.
Clear the area and jump. Oh. Let's turn the FSD back on. All right. We're gonna kind of wrap up for the day, guys. No stream tomorrow. I'm actually interviewing some folks from DW3 tomorrow, and so that video should go out on the YouTube channel pretty quick. Friday and Saturday we will have normal streams. They may be Starsis and they may be Elite. Sunday will definitely be Elite. It's just there's not a lot to do in this system right now while I wait on Distant Worlds. So we've literally been to every point of interest in the system today on stream. So, yeah, if we do a stream in Elite here on Friday or Saturday, it'll just be me and my Corvette that I'm having sent out here just killing. So, you know, we might get a fair amount of money out of that, but it'll just be like 4 hours of combat. Unless I get bored, and I'll have a look at the galaxy map when we dock real quick. Because we are wrapping up at 4. I'm just kind of prepping now. I really love the gas giant these guys built this thing around. This reminds me of my own system. If only my gas giant were so nice looking. Oh wait, you know what? Friday I'm probably gonna have D&D actually. So next stream is actually probably Saturday. Now that I think of it, it may be Friday. It depends on what my players do. Disengage.
Disengaging cruise.
Delta India Golf. Please approach the station at a safe speed and be mindful of
Request docking.
in the area.
Sending docking request.
That engine sounded like it was backfiring right there. That's interesting. Wait a minute, hold on.
Warning. You have entered a restricted area. Leave the station now.
I'm so used to that working properly.
Cleared for landing on docking bay 1.
But when it misses, it's bad news. Landing gear.
Lowering landing gear.
Contact. Commence system shutdown. Welcome to our starport, Commander.
I think that's everything for that ship. We're going to take this ship and use it. And we are going to sell that ship and exit and exit. And let's look at this galaxy map real quick. That's only 100 and something light years away. We could visit the Running Man Nebula. I wouldn't mind that at all. I'll keep that in mind for stream on Sunday or on Saturday. But until then, guys, thank you for hanging out, Commanders. Let's see if we can find somebody to raid on Twitch that's streaming or on YouTube. Because most of y'all are on YouTube today. Although, I wish YouTube had a proper raid feature. Who's playing Elite Dangerous? Literally nobody that I know. Is Rain Man not online? Oh, Rayman's playing Satisfactory. Cool. Ain't nobody to raid, guys. I'll see it on Friday. Everybody have a fantastic day. 07 Commanders.